friends, are you ready for the ultimate chicken showdown? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a chicken showdown, friend. I'm talking about some of the 5 best recipe I have on the channel. Now, I'm not just saying they're the best because I'm making them, or maybe a little bit, but I promise you, you want to make those, friends. They're fantastic. I'm talking about different techniques. That's why I choose those because of different techniques. So we're gonna saute a chicken breast, show you how to make it perfectly. We're gonna prepare a chicken Parmesan. I love chicken Parmesan, and then what I make is amazing. I'm also gonna show you how to braise the chicken. It's really important. Usually we use a dark meat, and I explain all that in there. And also I'm gonna show you how to make a quick stir fry. I make it all the time. Well, check it, the refrigerator, what I got, a stir fried chicken, I do it all the time. And then also I want to show you my delicious jambalaya. That's a phenomenal dish to make, friends. You're going to love this. And it's all in one pot. Easy family meals. So I selected those 5 recipes because they are all featuring different cooking techniques. You know, I like to teach you the different techniques, friend, because when you understand the techniques, then it's all you have to do is change a few ingredient and you make it your own. Because if you're braising a chicken, you can do it in tomatoes, in olives, in vegetables, or you can do it in cream, in mushroom. It's the same technique for the chicken. What's different is the ingredient that you're putting in to make it your own. Okay? So I'll tell you what, friends, let's jump into the first recipe. The first one is I'm going to show you how to cook the perfect chicken breast. And I mean by that, a nice and moist and delicious chicken breast, not one of them dry chicken breasts you're used to it, or so many people do it. And then this one, I'm going to serve it with a port wine, mushroom, and raisin sauce. The beautiful thing about the recipe is you can serve that sauce with anything, with pork, with beef. And I'm also going to make my famous green beans on that, show you exactly how to do that as well. I'll tell you what, let's get going. Let's see the first recipe, and I'll see you on the other side of it to introduce the next video, okay? So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, friends, well, this recipe, I promise you, is going to be one of the best chicken dish you've ever had, and really quick, chicken breast. We're going to do them, we're going to saute them with this delicious mushrooms and raisin sauce. You want to raisins? And amazing. If you don't like them, don't worry about it. They are my rum raisins. They've been drinking rum for the last few months. No, really, it's true. They've been marinated in Captain Morgan spice rum. Delicious. If you don't drink alcohol, don't worry about it. You can take your raisins and you can put them in I don't know, some chicken stock. Chicken stock, it'll be great. No chicken stock for you? A vegetable stock? Okay, then do a vegetable stock. Really simple, friend. This sauce, I promise you, you're going to do it. You know, I've been teaching that recipe for years, and people always say to me, oh, we always make that raisin sauce, that port wine raisin sauce. It's amazing with the mushroom. I got portobello mushroom. It's about 9 ounces of portobello mushroom. You know, one of those containers like this. 8 ounces, I think, portobello mushroom that I slice. And then I saw a couple of chanterelle the other day, so I decided, look how beautiful it is. You don't get those often. So they're too big like this, so we're just going to cut them in little pieces because they're way too big to have it. They're huge chanterelle. Chanterelle this is a golden chanterelle. It's beautiful. You can, I don't like to put too much of the stem, but you can do it. It's a really simple sauce, friends. This is a classic mushroom sauce. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. We're going to put a little shallots. I got shallots. If you don't have shallots, put onion. Be delicious. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. We're going to saute them really quick, the shallots. And really quick, like you'll see. Lower the heat. I don't want it so hot. And now we're going to put the mushroom. And what we're going to do, friends, with the mushroom, we're going to get rid of the heat. It's really, really important. We're going to get rid of the water in the mushrooms. Did I say the heat? I'm going to put the heat in it. So look, I got the mushroom in here. Saute the shallots really quick for a second or two. And then we're gonna put the porcini, the chanterelle mushroom if you got them. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just put whatever mushroom you can find, even if it's a little regular button mushroom, there's nothing wrong with that. Portobello mushroom, whatever you find, it doesn't matter. This is A very simple sauce, friends. And what we're going to do, which is really important at this point, is we're going to get rid of the water. You know, when I cook with the mushroom, I always want to get rid of the water. How do you get rid of the water? Well, you could put a salt on there, and I got this mushroom salt, this porcini mushroom salt. People love it. And I use that. If you don't have that, use regular salt. You know, it's like, oh, I can't make the recipe because I don't have porcini mushroom salt. You use regular salt. What do you... Imagine you guess it. You know, I like the dish, but I would have liked it better if you used porcini mushroom salt. Like, out of my kitchen. So, so this, friends, is really important. We get rid of all the water. So keep an eye on it. See, that's all I'm doing. I'm keeping an eye on it right here. And right here, friends, I'm going to do chicken breast. Now, the secret of a moist chicken breast is what? Not overcooking it. I promise you, friends. That's all you got to do. Don't overcook it. Everybody overcooks their chicken. That's what it is. They overcook it. I'm only going to do a couple. All right, this is going to be enough sauce probably for 4. I'm just going to do a couple right there. I want you to do yourself a great flavor, my friend. Great flavor. You do yourself a great flavor. Don't overcook your chicken. Everybody overcooks the chicken, and they go, oh, you know, my chicken is not very tender. It's not very this. It's not very this. Guess what, friends? Get yourself a thermometer. Okay? This costs nothing. $20, $25. Instant read thermometer. Check it. The breast should never exceed 165 degrees. Never exceed it. It'd be best if you took the chicken at 155 and then it'll get to 160, 165 maximum, and it'll be nice and juicy and with it. Now, the dark meat, friend, look at all this water. Look at this. This is the enemy right there. You see right there? That's the enemy. This is why people don't like mushroom. It's because of these guys right there. This right there. See, look at all that water right there. Can you see it, Jack? Look at all that water right there. That's the enemy. Okay, we got to get rid of this. This is why a lot of people don't like mushrooms. You know, when they would come in my restaurant, they would go, Chef, can we have this sauce with that mushroom? And I would say, yeah, you can have with that mushroom. But what about if I make it with mushroom, and if you don't like it, I'll make you one without the mushroom. Really quick. Okay, I can't say 100%, but I'm going to say 99% of the time they were like, well, you know, we don't like mushroom, but we like your mushroom. Oh, mamma mia. I'm talking, and the fry pan was right there. Thank goodness I got the thermometer. You see, I got to be careful, because I'm talking, and I forget what I'm doing. So I totally forgot what I was talking about. You see, I'm just going to do 2 breasts. That's what happened. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me all the time. And you know, people say, oh, it's because you're getting old. Yeah, you know what? It happened to me 40, 50 years ago, the same thing. I would forget what I'm talking about. It's tough when you have... I remember when I had my show on PBS, people were like, Mamma mia. You forget what you're talking about. Look, see, look. I didn't do anything, and look, where do you think the water is? It's gone. Over here. Okay, it has evaporated, and now we are going to get more flavor. You have to get rid of the water. Water tastes like nothing. You don't want water in your food, friends. You really don't want water in your food. So, I'm doing 2 things at once now, otherwise the video is going to be too long. A little salt and pepper in there, friends. A little salt and pepper. You notice I dried the chicken really good. Okay, I dried the chicken very good. And then I'm going to pan sear it, give it a beautiful color. I'm going to cook it in the oven. Let me wash my hands real quick. I'm going to put it in the oven, the chicken. There's a lot to do here. Let me get that pan hot again. I'm going to put a little bit of a garlic olive oil. Whoop, just a little bit. Now look, we're going to put the garlic in there, friends. Garlic in the chicken. In the sauce. Thank goodness I'm having a good time. A little bit of sage. You don't have sage? Put a rosemary. You don't have rosemary? Put thyme. Put tarragon. You know I love tarragon. All right? how long do you cook your garlic until you can smell it? And right now, guess what? I'm smelling it. I'm going to put a little bit of my black mission fig vinegar. It's a little sweet vinegar. I love it. And I'm going to put a little port wine in there. Just a little bit of port wine. Okay, nothing. Look. Okay? Now, port. You're going to say, well, I don't have port. Port is not expensive, friends. If you have I don't like the flame too much, so here you go. The camera, I don't like it. I like the flame, but the camera, I don't like it. Port, you're getting yourself a ruby port. You can get this one right there at Trader Joe. It's $10 a bottle, and it's not expensive. And let me tell you, it makes amazing sauces. You don't have to reduce it. It's very simple. Put a little bit of stock, just a little bit of a beef stock, if you have it. Otherwise, put chicken stock in there. All right. We're going to let this cook. We're going to put a little more salt and pepper in there. And this sauce is done, friends. Chicken. Let's check the temperature of your fry pan. Make sure you are at what? 365. We're going to put the chicken on one side. Look, this sauce is almost finished, friends. You see how simple that was? A child could do this. We're going to put the raisins. Raisins have been marinated in rum since Thanksgiving. Now, really, you can keep them in there for a year. They'll be ready for next year. You don't have to put them if you don't like them. Don't like them? Don't put them. Okay? This right there, I keep it in my fridge. I put them in pudding. I put them in creme brulees. I put them in all kind of stuff. And a little bit of cream. Look. Choop. Boop. That's it. That much cream. Okay? How much was that? I don't know. A quarter cup. Let's put the chicken, friends. Let's put the chicken. Oh, shoot. I turned the heat off. I turned the heat off. Too many things to do. I turned the heat off. That's okay. We got time. We can relax. Let's pop a beer and we'll relax. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm good. You know what? Sometimes what I do, I have to be careful. I'm reading it and it says 135. I said, it can't say 135. It was on centigrade instead of Fahrenheit. Mamma mia. For the new people that are coming to the channel, they're going to say, this guy's a mess. No, that's okay. We're just having fun. It's cooking. It's not rocket science. Eh? All right, how we doing, Jack? We're good? He's got it. Don't worry about it. Look, we take the chicken and put it right there. And leave it alone. It could have been a little hotter. Just a little hotter. I put it the wrong side. I put it on the outside. So you notice, right, the raisins, you can make them in advance. Put them in the bucket. If you don't have any, just buy a pack. I hate to tell you that, but in case you forgot to do it, you don't have them, you should put them in the fridge like this. Like I said, you can put them in so many different things if you like them. You can put them in a microwave oven with a little port wine for a minute, and it will help crumple them up. That sauce is going to need to be thickened in a minute. This chicken breast is going to be flipped and it's going to pop in the oven. And then I'm going to do some green beans. Very simple. See, look, you see my mise en place? I got everything. I got sun-dried tomatoes. I got shallots. I got garlic. And I got some toasted almonds that I'm going to put at the end. And this is about, for 4 people, it's about about a pound of green beans, roughly. All right? Now this, as soon as we get a beautiful golden brown color, because that's really the style of the dish right there, friends. As soon as I get a beautiful golden brown color, I'm going to flip it, I'm going to pop it in the oven. I'm going to take the sauce, I'm going to keep it right there cooking, and then I'm going to get ready to do the green beans, okay? But first, I'm going to wait for this to be beautiful golden brown before I flip it on the other side, and then pop it in the oven. My fry pan my oven is 375, and my fry pan is oven proof, so I can just pop it in there. Okay? All right, so I'll be back in a second when this is beautiful golden brown. We'll flip it, we'll put it in, and then we'll start the green beans. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, friends, look, I'm flipping them. There they get a nice color. We're going to pop them in the oven, and we're not going to overcook them. Remember, the oven 375, friends, okay? All right? Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Since I got it in there, I'll do the green beans. And the green beans are already poached. They're already poached. And they're cooked. You poach them however long you want. Remember now, friends, when I poach vegetables, I put it in boiling water until it's cooked to my liking. I like soft green beans. You like a crunchy green beans? make them crunchy. And then I put them in ice water immediately. That's how you poach any vegetables, right? Boiling water, cook them to your liking. The minute they cook to your liking, ice water. The ice water will seal in the beautiful chlorophyll green color, and it'll stop cooking them. It's pretty simple, right? You notice how simple cooking is at the end of the day? Anybody can do it. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's nothing. It's, friends, anybody can cook. I am so convinced of that. It's not that I speak from experience, friends. Remember, I had a cooking school. And my cooking school, we were teaching people for 21 years how to cook. People would come to me and say, I'm just here because the kids bought me this gift certificate, but I don't know how to cook. I don't want to learn how to cook. 3 months later, they were bringing me sample of the food. Oh, mamma mia. They were bringing me sample of the food they were doing. I forgot the nutmeg. Don't forget nutmeg. Eh? This is the nutmeg grinder. We don't have any more of those. We used to sell them, but we don't have them anymore. They're difficult to find. If you can use the grater, the microplane grater on this. So remember, the green beans are cooked, friends. All right, look. This, shallots, really quick. This is for the green beans, okay? Sun-dried tomatoes. If you don't have sun-dried tomato, put regular tomatoes. Chopped tomatoes. You don't like tomato, don't put them in. Somebody left a comment there. They go, so if you don't like this, don't put it in. If you don't like this, don't put it in. I didn't like any of it, so I didn't put anything in. I thought that was a great comment. That was funny. We got a lot of great comments. You guys are fantastic. Every chef should be as lucky as I am to retire and to do a YouTube channel. With this kind of audience, you guys are amazing. I mean, let me tell you, it's fantastic. I recommend every chef out there that wants to retire and have fun, start your own YouTube channel. Start your own YouTube channel. It's fun. You can have a ball doing it, I promise you. Look, green beans, what do you think? They're done. All we got to do is do this now. Put them in. No, this fry pan is my reduction fry pan. That's what I use to make sauces. I use it for everything. It's like a mini wok. It's like a mini wok. See, look. Really, really simple. At the last minute, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put a little more butter. Because when in doubt, give him more butter. Right? And I put a little parsley in there. Put a little more butter. And then at the last minute, we're going to put this. All right, friends. I'm going to wait for the chicken to be ready. And I'll leave it out. I'm going to let it rest for a second. I'll be back when the chicken is out of the oven and ready to go. And I'll show you how beautiful and moist it's going to be. See you in a minute. Okay, friends. It's been a few minutes, not very long. I want you to do me a favor. Don't forget, check the thermometer, friends. Check the thermometer. Check the thermometer. Put it in the thermometer. And make sure you're in good shape. Okay? You don't want to go over 160, 165, 160, 159. Right there. Perfect. 159. Don't let anybody tell you got to cook at 180, 165, 180. 180. You know what you cook at 180? The dark meats. The thighs and the leg. Yes. Take this out of here. Remember what I do when I do something out of the oven? Leave a towel, friends. When it's dark meat, yes, you want to cook it longer. Because dark meat doesn't cook so good. The other day I went to a restaurant, terrible restaurant. I'm not going to say the name, but it's terrible, terrible. And one of the chicken fajitas, something simple. I said, how can they mess this up, right? Mamma mia, they were using dark meats. They were using thighs with the skin and the gristle. It was not even cooked. Terrible. Anyway, fajita, you need a chicken breast really quick. Slice it really nice, quick. You can't do that with dark meat. Dark meat, you got to cook it a long time. Okay, dark meat is wonderful, but you got to give it time to cook. All right, we're done. The sauce. Let's look at the sauce, friends. Very quick. If you look at the sauce, what's wrong with it? It's too thin. So I know we're going to put butter in it, but it's still too thin. So we're going to take a little bit of cornstarch. This is really easy now. If you have a cooked roux, put a little bit of cooked roux in here. Okay, if you don't have a cooked roux, then you got no other choice but putting a thickener like a cornstarch, like arrowroot, like a pure powder. You got a lot of thickeners you can use, but you got to use something, because if it's too thin, it doesn't have any texture. If it doesn't have any texture, you can't test it that good. A little bit, be careful. I'm always careful. I don't measure the cornstarch. You just put what you need. You'll see what you need. You'll see, friends, you'll see what you need. Look, you see? You're going to see it. You're going to see it right there. And let's see what we have. Look, it's beautiful. By the way, I put just a little bit more cream while the kitchen was in the oven. They just needed a little bit more. But put how much cream. Look how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. The beans are ready. The chicken is ready. Let it rest a few minutes if you have the time, friends. You should let it rest a few minutes. The green beans, what we're going to do at the last minute, we're going to put a little bit of almonds on the top of it. The chicken. Let's take it. Let's feel it. And if it's not overcooked, it's going to be delicious. If it's overcooked, it's not going to be good. Okay? I want to show you how moist it is. Okay, so we're going to take it out. I like to cook it in an angle if I can, right? And if you look at it, friends, look how moist this is going to be. You watch in a second. You're going to be able to see it. This is how you cook the perfect breast of chicken. You don't overcook it, friends. The secret is not to overcook it. Do not overcook it. This is cooked to perfection. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is, friends. You see? It's not overcooked. It's nice and moist and beautiful. You see? That's all. Very simple. You can put it like this on the plate. Let your guests cut it. Okay? Or you can serve it like that. However you want to serve it on the plate. And then we're going to put a little bit of sauce in the bottom of the plate. Right? Little sauce in the bottom of the plate. I'm going to do it right there. I want to put it right there in the middle. Sauce in the bottom. Very simple. Nothing very complicated. I guess I got to stick to where I am now. And I'm going to take my chicken breast and I'm going to put it right on top of it. You can put the sauce on the side, however you want to do it. We're going to take our green beans. We're going to put them on one side of the plate. Now you could also serve with little potatoes. You could also serve with a pasta, like a small pasta, like a couscous or a quinoa or an orzo pasta. Really simple right here. You could put it right here on the side. I was planning on doing that and then I forgot. So look, take a little bit of chopped almonds right here and you have yourself a delicious, fantastic little chicken breast in takes a minute. The secret to cook the perfect chicken breast, not overcook it. See how simple that was? That sauce, I'm telling you, friends, you can rub it all over your body. I'm telling you. I'm gonna test this. That's why the best part of my day is when I test my video. When I test my video. Oh, a little sweetness from the raisins and the port wine. I'm telling you, look. Melts in your mouth. It's so beautiful, so juicy. This is such a simple dish. The perfect way to cook a chicken breast. This is delicious. Excuse my mouth. Friends, I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. This is the perfect way to cook a chicken breast. This, Jack, is perfection on a chicken breast. I hope they all make it that way because it's amazing. I love it. Okay, friends, well, I hope you enjoyed that recipe. You see, it was not difficult, and I promise you, you follow the recipe the way I did it, you're gonna have the most moist and juicy chicken breast. Next one of my favorite one, chicken Parmesan. It's a fantastic recipe, and the beautiful thing about this recipe, friends, you can make it in advance, get it all ready to go in cookie sheets, pop it in the oven. When your guests come or when you're ready for dinner, all you got to do is turn on the oven and pop it in the oven and finish cooking. You can have it 100% ready with the tomato sauce and the cheese on top of it. It's really, really easy to do in advance, friends. I'm going to show you in this recipe how to make the perfect scallopini so it's nice and thin, how to butterfly correctly. Then also I'm going to show you the breading technique where you do it and you keep your hands clean. And also I'm going to show you how to saute it correctly so it's nice and crispy. And it's really simple to do it when you see it. And if a lot of you, I'm sure, know it, And then we're going to put the marinara sauce, and we're going to put the mozzarella cheese on it, and we're going to eat it. It's delicious. Friends, I see you on the other side of that video. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, friends, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this recipe. I promise you. Anybody can do that. There's a few tricks. I'm going to show you them. Easy. You know, I don't make anything complicated. If it's complicated, I'm not doing it. And you're not going to do it. So let's make it easy, right? Cooking is supposed to be fun, so let's have fun together. Chicken breast. Look at this. Boy, this is like a big chicken. We're going to take a chicken breast right there, and we're going to cut it in half. Now, we're going to make a scallopini. I do this in my chicken française. I do this in my chicken Milanese. I do this. Actually, basically, it's a Milanese with a tomato sauce and the Parmesan cheese on it. Very simple, huh? Take a chicken breast right there. Make sure it's clean, extra fat, any gristle, you don't need anything. And if you notice, there's two sides to the chicken, right? This is the inside, this is the outside. You notice the outside is very nice and smooth, no difference in shapes. And right there, look at this. Look at mountain valley right here. It's all different, right? So we're going to put the outside on the cutting board so we know what's underneath, nice and flat. So then when we cut it in half like this, we'll know exactly where we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife right here, and I'm going to cut this up and down, up and down, up and down like this until I got two beautiful scallopini, okay? It's very important. Then it's flat. And it's important also you get a long knife if you got one. If you have a chef's knife, it's difficult. That's why it's important, friends, to get a slicer. Or at least get a boning knife. Get a boning knife. It's very thin, you see. And this makes it easier. But you see, look, remember when you use a knife, friends, you have to sew the food. You have to activate the microscopic burrs that we call burr. Microscopic teeth and we call burr. We have to activate them, kind of like using a serrated knife. You activate it, right? So what I want to do is I want to go up and down with my knife, all right? And if I have only a small knife, it's difficult. I don't have much space right there, right? All right, so enough about the knife. Put your hand down. Don't be afraid. Nothing's going to happen to you. The knife is not going to come and get you, right? And what you do, you make sure you put it in the middle. Right, and you go up and down, See, look, see, I get half right there, half, right? So I'm so good, right? And I keep going. And don't be afraid, oh my God, I'm going to cut myself. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You just can't pay attention. Don't go out there and be talking to somebody while you do this. You just pay attention, and you get two perfect halves. You see, my friends? Look. A child could do this, okay? So now we're going to sanitize our hand. It's very important. We're going to sanitize our work surface. I always have a wet rag right there. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it in the flour. All right? I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it in the flour. And in the meantime, I'm going to sanitize my cutting board. I'm going to sanitize my knife. My rag has a little bit of bleach water. I talked about this in another video. I don't want to make a big deal out of it again. Otherwise, they're going to say, here it goes again. So, but it's very important that we're nice and clean and sanitize. Okay, friends? Really, really important. Otherwise, we're going to kill somebody one day. So look, right there, we're going to put the flour. Right there, we're going to put the egg. And right there, we're going to put the breadcrumb. I'll talk about this in a second. Let me first break the eggs over there. Really quick. Okay, this is very simple, right? Take a fork right there, break the egg. All right, break the egg. Very simple. All right, and then we're going to put salt and pepper. Salt and pepper in the egg. I got salt and pepper already in the flour. And I'll talk about the breadcrumb in a second. Let me just grab a tongue. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to keep my hands clean. And what I mean by that is I don't want my hand to get full of flour or full of egg because they get all gunky. And then, so you see, look, dry hands right there, right? So now I'm going to go in here right there like this. And I'm going to take the tongue and I'm going to put them in here like this. Now, it's very important then you understand what it is we're doing here, friends. Same thing I do the chicken Milanese. If you watch the chicken Milanese, then you already know how to do this. Okay? Flour makes the chicken dry, the fish dry, whatever it is you're going to put. Eggplant, Parmesan, same deal. Okay? The flour makes it dry. The egg makes it wet. And if you don't have a dry chicken, the egg is not going to stick, right? And then we're going to go to the breadcrumb. And the breadcrumb for the Parmesan, I do panko, herbe de Provence, and Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay? And I got a lot of Parmesan. Smells wonderful, right? Look, look. And you notice I haven't touched anything yet, right? And the reason why I don't touch, I want to keep my hand clean so then my hands are not all gunky. Because if my hands are gunky, guess what's going to happen, friends? Guess what's going to happen? My breadcrumb is going to get all gunky. Let me turn the oil on so I don't wait too long. I'm going to use some beautiful basil olive oil. I love basil olive oil. I have a Tuscan olive oil that is wonderful. Basil olive oil. You don't have basil olive oil? Don't worry. Use a good olive oil. Okay? All right. Now look. Dry. Wet. Remember, it's always dry, wet, dry. Dry, wet, dry. And you don't want to finish with the flour. You want to finish with the breadcrumb. So it's easy to remember which one is first, which one is second, and which one is third. And if you remember why you're doing it, you understand it. You're drying the chicken so the egg will stick, and you're putting the egg so the breadcrumb will stick. It's pretty simple stuff. You see, it's not rocket science. Eh? You go in there right there, and you go like this. See, look, look. You don't have to touch it. Okay? So, by the way, this, friends, is an amazing meal. If you want to make it in advance, dinner party. You can prepare all this in advance. Yeah, I'm telling you, prepare all this in advance. And then when your guests come in for a dinner party, let's pop it in the oven. Done. Look, that's it, we're done. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to saute it. I got to make sure my oil is at 365. I'm going to saute it. I'm going to organize everything. You see, look at this. A child could do this, friends. All right, you want to put a little more salt and pepper on it? Feel free to do so, friends. Okay, little more salt and pepper. Let's check the temperature of the oil. I want to look. You know, if you don't have one of them digital thermometer, you can certainly see it when the olive oil is close to be 365. It's starting to shimmer a little bit. We don't want to smoke the olive oil, so it's very important. Then we make sure we don't overcook the olive oil. So you look at it, you keep an eye on it. When you start smelling it. Let me grab another tongue. When you start smelling it, you'll know then you're getting close to releasing. When it releases the beautiful aroma of olive oil. Olive oil has a very low smoke point, 365 degrees. Then it breaks down and it's not a good thing. We don't want that. So I'm close to it. If I go into a coiled oil, an oil that is like 250 degrees, what's going to happen is my breading is going to soak up more oil than it needs to. I want to keep it as crisp as possible. That's why I want to go to a hot oil. Okay, so it's really important. Let's wait a second. You'll see it in a second. It's going to start shimmer. We're right there. We're about 125 degrees. And you'll know it. You'll see it right away. We don't want the oil to overcook. We don't want it to break down because that's not good for us. So here we go. We're right there, friends. You can see it. All right, we're going to go in. All right, and we put it in, and when you put it in, see it right there. Don't touch it. Don't be playing with it. All right, don't touch it right there, friends. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of this dry breadcrumb that we have on top here like this. We don't need it. And we're going to prepare the chicken ready to go to the oven, okay? You watch. It's very simple, friends. First, we're going to wait for it to get beautiful golden brown. That's why I say don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone right there, friends. Leave it alone. Let it get beautiful golden brown. And trust me, it's not going to take very long if your oil is hot. It's not going to take very long at all. Just another few seconds. You can shake it around a little bit. We'll look at it. There you go. Look, 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 look. You see? Just give it a second or two. Right there, see, it's looking beautiful. We're going to let it cook the same amount of time on the other side to make sure we have nice, beautiful golden brown on both sides, because not only does it look good, but it tastes good. That caramelization right there is very important. Those color that it creates is really, really important, friends. And then we're going to put the marinara sauce. And I just finished taping a video of the marinara sauce. So I think we're going to have it released already. It's a wonderful recipe that I've been making for 100 years. Okay, I got it. It's beautiful. You can do it more if you want. I just think it's plenty like this. Put it right there on the tray, friends. Right there. Okay, let's turn this off. We're done. Okay, so now what do we do? Very simple, friends. We take that beautiful marinara sauce that I made, and like I said, I have the recipe for this, okay, friends? I made the beautiful recipe for this. And it's very simple. You can make it in advance. You can put it in a freezer. And this, if you have a dinner party, by all means, friends, this is beautiful right there, you see? You can make it in advance. You know what I can do sometime, what I like to do? I like to put a little bit of prosciutto di Parma right underneath the tomato sauce. Okay? Today we're going to put some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, mixed with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. You don't have to use that if you don't want to. By the way, you can do the same exact recipe, friends, with eggplant. Same deal with eggplant. Delicious for a main course. Take your mixed cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano. You can mix with a little bit of, like I say, mozzarella cheese. Sometimes, believe it or not, I love to take slice of brie with the prosciutto underneath. Oh, yeah. Same deal, same deal. Look, look. Make this in advance, friend. And then when you serve your dinner party, finish it up with a little basil chiffonade at the end. Put it in the oven right now until the cheese is nicely melted. Be generous. When the cheese is nicely melted, and we're going to put it in the oven, and when it's finished, we're going to plate it with maybe a little chiffonade of basil on it. It'll be delicious. You can serve that with an egg noodles. Delicious. Here you go, friends. We're going to take it out right there. Pop it in the oven. The oven is at 375. How long? Just long enough for the cheese to melt. It's probably going to take maybe 10, 15 minutes. Depends how hot your oven is. But 375 is all you need. All right? So we're going to wait a few minutes, and then we're going to take it out. We're going to decorate it with a little chiffonade of basil or parsley, or whichever one I got in my kitchen. Okay. Here we go, friends. Out of the oven. All you got to do, just put it on a plate like that. You can serve it with egg noodles. You can serve it with potatoes, roasted potatoes would be delicious in there. I put a little chiffonade of basil on the plate, on the chicken by itself, a little chiffonade of basil. That's just very easy to make a little chiffonade. I'll show you how to make that chiffonade when I do the tomato sauce. Here we go, very simple. Here it is. This is a dish, folks, that can be served by itself. Just like that. It's absolutely an amazing chicken. You guys are going to love that. Go ahead and make it. If you don't want to eat it right away, you can certainly refrigerate it and eat it later on. It's wonderful. Either way, I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and ring my bell so you get a notification every Thursday when I put up a new video. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and make that chicken. It's beautiful. Okay, friends, did I tell you that was going to be the best Parmesan? I'm telling you, it's delicious. And remember, make it in advance. It's a lot of fun. Fricassee. We're going to do a braised chicken fricassee. You can do all kind of braised chicken, but the technique is very important. This is what I'm going to show you in this recipe, friends. I'm going to show you exactly, first of all, we're going to talk about what's the difference between the dark meat and the breast. Why do we use the dark meat when we braise it? It stays more moist, and it's really important. We talk about skin versus no skin when you're braising the chicken. I'll tell you all of those little secrets. It's not difficult to do, and a good fricassee, if you do it correctly, it's delicious, it's tender, and it falls off the bone if you just look at it. Friends, I'm going to let you watch it, and I'll see you on the other side of it, okay? Okay, friends. Well, this is an easy one. This is for all of our newcomers, new subscribers, because you may not have seen one of our braised chicken. It's also for everybody who's on a budget right now. And that would be me, everybody. I mean, wow, the price of food today is amazing, my friends. Everything is crazy, yeah? So we're going to do a lot of chicken dishes because chicken is still, is up, but it's not crazy, right? So we're going to do a braised chicken. We're going to do a chicken fricassee. A lot of you have requested a chicken fricassee. A child could do it. So we're going to do it, friends. First thing we're going to do is we're going to saute some onion, and we're using butter, regular butter. Matter of fact, I've been cooking all day today, and I got no more butter left. Can you imagine that? I'm short on butter. So, no, I'm not short. I got plenty. But we're going to saute the onion right here and get them. And so, if the butter burns a little bit, not burns, the milk or protein caramelizes it, and they get a little light brown, great. It'll be fantastic. Matter of fact, right here, my friends, we are going to saute the chicken. We're going to use the dark meats. You can use breast, but when you braise the chicken, you know, I always say it's better if you do it with the thighs and the leg, but use whatever part of the chicken you want. If you like breast better, just be careful not to overcook them because they get dry. We take the skin off. We only want the skin when we roast the chicken or when we grill the chicken or when we bake the chicken, but not when we are braising it, meaning they submerged in liquid. The skin is wonderful if it's crispy. It's not very good if it's all, I don't know how you call it, you know, soft and everything. We don't want to do that. So we're going to saute the chicken, and we're going to get some nice caramelization from the butter, because I'm using whole butter. I'm not using clarified butter. So I got salt and pepper, all right? And as soon as it's hot, you can tell because it's light golden brown. You're going to take advantage of this, friends, because it's going to caramelize and give us a beautiful golden color. It's going to give us a beautiful golden color. So that's a bone in. And you know, the bone will fall off, friends. Let me wash my hands. The bone will fall off, so we don't need to worry about it. We got to cook them basically until the bone comes off, okay? So, my hands are clean. Let's check out the onion right here, and then I'll go over the rest of the mise en place. We're going to put more salt and pepper on the other side. And we're going to cook them until they're beautiful golden brown. All we're doing right now, friends, is create a nice Maillard reaction. For all the new people, Maillard reaction, caramelization of protein. For all the new people, first of all, welcome. I am glad you subscribe to our channel. We're having a lot of fun in here in this channel. We don't take cooking too seriously. We're having fun, but we're doing recipes that you guys can do at home. That's my whole goal in here, folks. I'm retired, I'm having fun, but I want to teach you that it's not that difficult to cook at home. I want to teach you that anybody can be a great cook. I received so many wonderful comments of people that said, you know, somehow you convinced me to cook at home. I was a lousy cook, and I realized after so many times you've been saying, then I should really give it a try. And so many of you have tried it and wrote me comment and said, I changed the way you do things. And I'm so excited. It's really a wonderful thing. So I am glad I am somewhat of a influence of so many of you at home to improve your cooking. I'm so happy. You have no idea. This is my way to thank you for being an American. I love it. I'm grateful to have become an American many years ago. And this is my way to pay back for all of this country has done for me. It's a fabulous thing. So I'm glad I can improve everybody's food. Look how beautiful it is, friends. Look at this. Look at this. You see, this is what I want. See, who needs the skin? I don't want to dish the skin, friends, because the skin is wonderful. Okay? But look at this. Look at this. You see what I mean? Hey, this is going to be nice. It's going to be braised, okay? Oh, mamma mia. I got a few onion on the floor. Okay, but that's all right. Look at this. Is that gorgeous or what? We're going to do real quick. You know, I'm going to reduce the heat here. Look at this. Look at this. Remember, friends, we eat with the eyes, too. It's very important. Not only that, but you know the flavor that that's going to have, that? Okay, we're going to use some carrots. You know, I found those baby carrots today. I just cut them in half. Why not use those, right? It's a fabulous item to use. Am I heat okay here? Yeah. Holy macaroni. I promise you, I haven't drank anything yet. But I am making a mess today. I always make a lot of mess. What are you going to do? That's what happened in everybody's kitchen, isn't it? Okay, mushroom, friends. We are using a button mushroom. But most of you may not have seen what I do when I get them, right? When we braise them, I don't slice them, I quarter them. See, so look, Let me take the bowl out of here so the camera can see, right? I cut them in half and I cut them in half again. Pretty simple, right? And now when they're really big like this, I do them in sixths. And if they're really big, I do them in eighths. Well, piece of cake, right? All right? Now, let's see what we got here in the onion. The onion is taking a long time to caramelize. The chicken is going to be fine. Yeah. I turned it off a little too soon. I'm going to turn it back on, friends, just to give it a little more color on the other side. Because that caramelization is everything, okay? So look at the onion. The onion are good. All right, now what we're going to do, friends, we're going to put the mushrooms and we're going to get rid of the water. And you know what I should use? I should use my onion salt. I got my beautiful onion salt. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt on top of the mushroom, and that's going to help us draw some of the water from the mushroom. All right? So now, what else we got? We got chicken stock. Look how beautiful it is. For those of you that have never made chicken stock, I highly recommend you watch a chicken stock video. There's a link right there, friends. Check it out. It's really, really wonderful, okay? You got to try to make it. And I'll tell you what, it's a great way to get chicken parts, chicken legs, you take the whole chicken and you do it like I do it in the video. Save the legs, save the thighs, save the breast, and you got the carcass. All the bones you can make stock with. And this is right there. This is what we did. So check out that video. So the mushrooms are releasing their water and they're getting some nice color in the same time. Garlic. I'm putting the whole garlic, friends. I'm not even wasting my time chopping it because it's going to get some nice flavor. And then it's going to steam because it's going to be in liquid. And it's going to be very mild. It's kind of like roasted garlic. You've ever had a roast garlic, right? Roast garlic is a very mild flavor, friends. So we're sauteing this right here until we get a little flavor. We're going to put some fresh thyme. And also we're going to put some fresh sage. I love sage. I love tarragon. I love all the herbs. Remember also, friends, you see I'm going to write a recipe. I'm going to tell you exactly what to put in. If you use dry herbs, make sure this up. If you use dry herbs, make sure you use half of whatever the recipe calls for. Remember that. Dry herbs are much more potent. They have no moisture. So when you put a tablespoon of dry herb versus a tablespoon of fresh herb, it's at least double. All right? So now I can smell the garlic. Now I'm going to do the wine. I'm using a white wine. I'm using a Chardonnay. Measure it carefully, okay? Don't you go there with a measuring. Don't worry about it. It's like a couple of glasses of wine, and look what I'm doing. I'm doing what is called a wine reduction. Okay? Any wine, we're going to do that except my regulars out there are going to say, my regular subscribers, they're going to say, Madeira, Port, and Marsala. The only wine we don't reduce, okay? This right there is going to reduce, and it's going to become sweeter. It's going to become milder. All the alcohol is going to come out, but we have to wait before we put anything else on it. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to let that reduce. Then we're going to put a little stock. And then we're going to put a little cream. And now cream is fat. So if I wanted to offset the fattiness of the cream, what could I put in there? Acid. Acid offset the fat. So I got some lemon juice in there that I'm going to put in there. Very nice. Okay? Perfect balance. So we have a lemon that is not sour, and we have a cream that is not fatty. It's a perfect balance between the two of them. All right? Now we're going to put a little nutmeg, fresh nutmeg. Fresh nutmeg. Is it coming out? Let me see. Let's check it because that'll look like it's coming out. Oh, yeah. It's coming out. Fresh nutmeg. That's going to be in the background also. All of my spices, my friends, all of my spices, I want them in the background, not in the foreground. All my regular subscribers, they know that, but the new one, they don't know. Meaning, if you're putting nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, especially cumin, if you put too much of it, I don't care what you're eating, chicken, meat, fish, it's gonna taste like cumin because it's overwhelming. A good way to spice stuff to season things is to do it in the background. So you can test your chicken, you can test your mushroom, you can test your herbs. But if you put too much spice, the spice have tendency of being so strong. Okay, so it's very important. Sometimes you go to a restaurant and they have good intention, but they put too much spice and you have no idea what you're eating. because you could be eating anything, and it tastes like whatever spice they're using. Okay, so the wine has reduced, my friends. We're going to put a little bit of a beautiful chicken broth right there. A couple of spoons of chicken, a couple of spoon. This is a 4-ounce thing, so I got 4 of them right there, and I'm going to put a little cream in there, friends. Okay. Now this is about a cup of cream so far. Now if we look at this, looking for it, let me tell you, it's going to be good. You guys are going to like these. All right. We'll put the carrots in there also. All right. Now, if you look at this, you're going to say, well, this is very thin. And I agree with you. So all of you over there that have seen the channel before, you know what we're going to do, right? Now, I got to make a video on how to teach you how to work with roux, to have a roux, a cooked roux already. I'm going to make a video on it. That's all there is to it. I'm going to make a video. I have to do it. So many videos that I'm working on doing for you guys, but there's so many things to teach you. We're going to do a cooked roux video. So when you do a dish like that, boom, you can put a bit of cooked roux. Since we don't have one, we're going to put flour. Now, flour is okay as long as we cook. We don't put flour at the end of a dish. You see so many people, they put flour at the end of the dish. Well, it tastes like glue. Flour needs to cook. So the only way to put flour in here, my friends, is to now take a little strainer right there, you see? Reduce the heat so I don't burn myself. And then you take a little bit of flour and you put it in your strainer. I know a lot of you have commented on that, and they're using this technique because it's a great technique to use, friends, you see? And voila, you see? Now, you got to be careful because flour takes a little while sometimes, right? It takes a little while sometimes. So you have to be very careful not to put too much. You put a little bit, right? And then you look and you say, oh, wow. It looks a little thicker now, doesn't it? You see? So maybe you put just a little bit more. Be careful, be careful. You put too much, mamma mia. And then what happens if you put too much? You put a little more cream, a little more chicken stock, and you're going to be doing just fine. I'm going to serve this with the beautiful garlic mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't put my lemon juice yet. Don't let me forget it. Now, all of a sudden, I thought about it because I'm looking, and the cream, and I know what happened. A little bit more here. Not too much now. You can always add some more. But if you put too much, then you got to put more stock. That's all. It's not the end of the world. And you know it's going to cook. The flour is going to disappear. The flavor is going to disappear. But it's going to leave behind a really nice texture. All right, I think we're good. Let me just take this out of the way, friends. Let's look at it again together. Oh, yeah. Look how beautiful that looks, friends. You see? Now we're going to cook it. We're going to put the chicken in there. We're going to let it braise. Now those have, you notice, they're pretty small. They're pretty small. They don't feed chicken these days anymore. Well, sometimes I get them, they're so big. But they're very small, so we're going to give them time to cook. But I would say 45 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, because they're pretty small. We'll bring it to boil. That's all we're going to do. We're going to bring it to boil. And as soon as it boils, then we're going to let it reduce. So bring it to boil. As soon as it boils, we let it reduce. Make sure I don't forget nothing. It wouldn't be the first time. I got the salt and I'm good. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring it to boil, and then we're going to reduce it very, very little heat, and let it go bloop, 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 bloop. Slowly now, please. Don't go in there. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then you got stuff all over your stove, and then you reduce too much. You want to cook it very slowly. See, look, I'll show you, and then I'll leave you alone for a minute. All right, look, it's boiling. See? Now, reduce it. Lowest possible setting, and let it reduce. Look how beautiful that looks, friends. Look how beautiful that looks. And then we're going to put some fresh parsley at the last minute to give it a beautiful bright color. And we're going to serve with beautiful mashed potatoes. All right, friends, we're going to let this cook for about 45 minutes. And I'll be back, and we're going to serve it. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, friends. Well, guess what, friends? It took 1 hour. I thought this thing was going to cook faster, but it didn't. You know, sometime when I start the show, I tell you, our thing is going to take 45 minutes. But I don't really know. I don't really know because, see, I used to do it in big pot like this. And some of the dishes I do for you, it's the first time I do them in small quantity. So I may not know exactly how long it takes. That's why, anyway, 1 hour. All right? The idea is to make sure the meat is falling off the bone. And what I do is I put a little bit of freshly chopped parsley. I love freshly chopped parsley in there, friends. I love it. So all we're going to do is we're going to serve it with the mashed potatoes. And I got my mashed potato hot right there. You can keep it in a warm oven. You're making your mashed potato, or believe it or not, you can put it in the microwave. Don't tell anybody I told you so, okay? But it's not going to hurt it, I promise you, okay? As long as you just let it get hot enough. And you know what I do? I go in the microwave and I put this silicone thing top right there. And look how cool it is. You just put it on top, put it in the microwave, and hallelujah. How cool is that? Yeah, we have them. I love those things. And you can warm it up. It doesn't splatter all over the place. And not only that, but it stays warm. Pretty cool, right? All right, so I got the mashed potato there. And for the mashed potato link, right over there, friends. If you ever never made my mashed potato, you got to give it a try. Let me turn this guy off. And so we're going to take the scoop right there, ice cream scoop. We're going to put it right there on the bottom of the bowl. All right? And let's keep the mashed potato warm right there. We're going to take the chicken. Or if I had a spoon, it would help me. Right? And so you take a thighs, a leg, whatever makes you happy, friends. You see? You take it right there. And try to be nice now. And then we take a leg. Maybe you put a leg up. What do you think? Right? And, well, am I going to choose the leg? Yeah, I got to choose the leg. I want to make sure it's a good-looking leg. So here we go. Put a leg right there. Right? You look good. Right? And then, I love my job. And you see the garlic and the mushrooms right there, friends. They're like nice and mild, and they're perfect. And believe it or not, I think it took forever to cook with the carrots. I couldn't believe it, how long them carrots took. Look at this. They're gorgeous or what? Is that beautiful or what, my friends? And then you can finish it up with a little bit of that. And then, don't forget, sage is present, right? So since I'm lucky enough to get the fresh sage, I like to put a tree of sage right there on top of it. And right there, my friends, we got ourselves a beautiful plate. Then is a perfect dinner. And that was simple to make. You can do this, okay? Everybody can do this, okay? And I'm telling you, you guys are going to love it. And I'm going to check it to make sure it's perfect now. And it should have, I want to make sure we can do it with the camera. But you see, look at this. Look at this, friends. Look at this. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, I love my life. I love my job. I love cooking for you guys. Oh, it's amazing. You can taste the sage right there. It's not too much in your face. I can get a hint of the nutmeg in there. And you know what's special? Is in the cream, all the fat in the cream. Can't even taste it in your tongue. It's not thick because of the lemon. The perfect balance between the fat and the acidity. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a pleasure to cook for you. Don't forget, thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, friends. A lot of you watch, but you don't subscribe. Please subscribe. We need more subscribers. And ring that bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon for another fantastic video. Okay, friends, so you see, the fricassee is not complicated, and it's a beautiful thing. You can also make it in advance. I like dishes that you can make in advance. They're wonderful. You can have so much fun with that. Well, the next one is one that I make all the time. It's really, really simple. It's to make a good stir fry. I'll show you how to chop up the vegetables correctly, how to mix it up with some good flavoring. It's really, really simple to do, and you make it with whatever you have in the fridge. Friends, this is a really quick one, a real simple one. I'll see you on the other side of it, okay? Enjoy it. Okay, my friends, let me show you how I make my honey garlic chicken. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to add something to it. You know I always got to do something my way, yeah? So, we're going to cook the chicken. Now, the chicken is very important. You can leave the whole breast if you want and slice it when it's cooked, or you can slice it, but slice it thin, my friends. No big chunks, because if they're big chunks, they're going to take too long to cook and you're going to burn the rest of the ingredients. So if you want to go fast, so I cut it thin. You see, I take the breast and I cut it very thin. So it cooks super fast. Very important, eh? So you can do it. I do it in a wok because I love this wok. It's a non-stick wok. I've had it for years. I use it for everything, my vegetables, everything. But you can do it in a pan. If you don't have a wok, don't worry. A good fry pan is fine. This one happens to be a non-stick. It's wall. I love it. Use whatever you want, my friends, okay? I have in here, you could use a vegetable oil. You can use a coconut oil. Or if you have it, clarified butter. See, I got clarified butter. This, my friend, is a magic liquid. If you haven't made clarified butter yet, remember, the link is over there. You got to make it one time, eh? So, we got some red onion. Then I cut, you see, little strips of red onion. They're not very long because you don't want it to be long, obviously, because it's going to hang up on your spoon and your fork is no good. So I cut them. I use a red onion because the red onion, the red onion doesn't need to cook as long as a white onion, but I'm still going to put it first because onion is always number first. Don't forget, always, unless there's bacon. See, you remember. All right, friends. So we're going to saute the onion. Let me talk real quick about the rest of the ingredients, okay? I got a pound, just a little bit over a pound of chicken breast, skinless and boneless, obviously. Chicken breast that I cut in little bite-sized pieces. It's a pound and 4 ounces, I believe, I got here. All right. So then I got some lemon. We're going to put lemon zest in it. Not with a microplane grater, which you could, but I'll show you a tool. I want to make it nice. I got scallions. I got the green part of the scallion and the white part of the scallion. I separate them because the white part takes a little bit longer to cook than the green part. But you don't have to separate it. Don't worry about it. Chives, white sesame seed, cilantro. You don't like cilantro, put parsley. Lemon. The lemon is going to help us offset the sweetness of the honey. You see, the lemon is very important. Whenever you put sweet, you got to put sour. Whenever you put sour, you got to put sweet. Oh, that's some philosophy. I like that one, huh? But it's very important to balance the two, because you don't want the sour to be too acid, otherwise you make those funny faces. Because lemon, you know how it is, right? And so you balance it with sugar. You balance it with sweet, okay? Or fat. That's another one. Remember, fat does the same thing as sweet, okay? But we're not going to give you a cooking lesson today. We're just going to cook. Oh, did I tell you about the broccoli? I forgot to tell you about the broccoli. Broccoli, friends, remember, when you clean the broccoli floret, you have to do it correctly. Don't go in there and cut your broccoli in the middle of it. Go from the root of the broccoli and go up. Check out that video we did on the vegetables cutting. Because a lot of people said, I know how to cut. I thought I knew how to cut vegetables, except when I saw you doing the broccoli, I had no idea. So it's very important, friends, okay? We're going to put the chicken in there now, okay? And then we're going to talk a little bit about the rest of the ingredients. So, we want to make sure when we put it in a wok, friends, then we use as much as the real estate as possible. Very, very important, okay? Now, I am a firm believer that if we can get a little Maillard reaction, we get more flavor. A little browning, that is. Caramelizing some of the protein, okay? I'm going to keep that here. I'm going to use it during the whole time, and it's okay. We're going to put a little bit of salt, very little salt, friend, because I'm going to put soy sauce. And if I put too much salt now, and the soy sauce, I'm going to overdo on the salt. So, the next very important ingredient we're going to put in is going to be garlic, but we're not ready for that yet. We can, in a minute, we're going to put the scallion that's going to take the longest to cook. Okay? And then, the broccoli. So, sometimes I forget what I was about to tell you. I was about to tell you, make sure you take the floret correctly so you don't cut them in the middle of it. If you go from underneath, you don't cut the floret, right? You poach them in boiling water. If you want to put broccoli, you don't have to put broccoli in there. You can do it without a broccoli, it'll be fine. Because snappy, they're all great, right? But if you're going to do that, you put them in boiling water, and when they cook to your liking, put them in ice water right away. And look how beautiful the color is. Since in the color, beautiful. All right, so now look. We're going to saute them and see if you notice here, friends. If you notice, we got some beautiful caramelization, you see? Not everywhere, because it would be impossible, unless I had one of them big wok. But you see, we got some nice caramelization, and that's going to give us more flavor. And also, a very important thing here, a very important technique that I'm going to share with you, friends, is you do not put the liquid until every side of your chicken, every side, is, see, like right here, okay, let me show you, okay? See, this is right here, it's still the raw meat. We don't want it. We're not going to put liquid until we see some raw side of the chicken. If you miss a few of them, it's not that big of a deal, but on an average, you don't want to put the liquid, otherwise the chicken gets tough. Have you ever had it? When you cook the chicken like that, it's tough. It's because you put too much liquid before the outside of your chicken or whatever it is you're cooking was sealed. And this is really important to make it tough. I promise you, it's like poaching it. Poaching chicken is not so good unless you really do it correctly. But that's another show. We're not going to lose time. You know, we still get comments. People said I talk too much. Like I told you before, friends, I can't dance, okay? Yes. So if I can't talk to you, then I'm no good for nothing. Let's put the green of the onion. It is scallion, you know. You know what they are, right? Let me get organized here. I'm going to wait just as long as I possibly can before I put the liquid. Okay? Just as long as I can. Don't want to wait too long. I want to wait a little bit longer. Okay, so now we're going to put the garlic. It's freshly chopped garlic. I have about, I don't know, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Maybe not so big, maybe so. It depends how small they are, right? We're going to take a little bit of soy sauce. We don't want to burn the garlic. Take a little bit of soy sauce. Put it around. Just a little bit. I'm going to put some oyster sauce, friends. Very important oyster sauce. That's going to give us great body, great texture, great flavor. Of course, we can't forget, holy mamma mia. Good catch. That would have been some serious breakage. We're going to put the honey, friends. You don't want to put too much, just enough. Oh, the honey I'm using is acacia honey. I don't know if you've ever used acacia honey, friends, but it is amazing. So, acacia honey is very, very delicate honey. Very, very delicate honey. Okay, so now we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking very good. Now we're going to do some flavoring in there, friends. A little bit of cilantro. You don't like cilantro? Give it a parsley. It'll be perfectly fine, friends. We're going to put the green of the scallion and the lemon. Like I say, you can use a microplane grater and give it some nice zest of lemon. It'll be perfectly fine. Let me put this here so I don't forget. Little lemon juice. Don't forget the lemon juice. It's going to create the acidity we want because we just put the honey already. And now we're going to put the lemon there. See, look, I take this tool here, friends. See? Look. It's very simple to do. And it gives you a nice presence of lemon. You see? And see, just like this. And then we're going to put them in there. Now, you can use a microplane grater and do a nice thin zest. There'll be nothing wrong with this. All right? A little bit of hot sauce. How much? Nobody can tell you how much. You decide. A touch of toasted sesame oil. This toasted sesame oil is very important, friends. High quality toasted sesame oil is very, very important. Let's look at what we have. Let's cook it for a second. We're going to add a little bit of broccoli florets. You don't have to put them, remember, they're cooked. That's why I put them at the end. Just want to get them hot a little bit, that's all. And remember, on the broccoli, friends, I use the stem. The stem is the best part. More flavor in the stem than you get in here, I promise you. All right? So, let me put them out of the way. And this, my friends, is starting to look beautiful. I want to show you. Actually, what I'm looking for is right here. Looking for a spoon. And I think we're going to cut the heat off. We're going to let it thick. You know, I'm going to put just a touch more. Let me test it first. I think I'm going to put just a touch more soy sauce. I want just a little bit more body. And another soy sauce, the oyster sauce. Yes. It's perfect. A little more soy sauce. Gonna give me a little more body. And voila. We're gonna mix this up. Yes. This looks beautiful. Just the way I want it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, my friends. Chicken is perfectly cooked now. I made myself a little rice. Just gonna put a little rice at the bottom of the plate. Actually, let me just do this. And my friends, I am ready. Looking beautiful. I hope I didn't forget anything. I check now. Because you notice sometimes I forget sometimes, yeah, all the time. What are you gonna do? There you go, my friends. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Let me put a little broccoli in there. And voila. Voila, 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 voila. It's not too sweet. It's perfect consistency. It's beautiful. At the last minute, my friend, what can we do? Put some chopped chives, a little bit of white sesame seed, and we have ourselves a beautiful, beautiful dish. You could also, if you had them, I don't have any more, put some fresh zest of lemon on top to decorate it, and then you're good to go. Let me give it a try, my friends. Let me give it a try. It's looking gorgeous. I'm not going to take too big of a bite because I know I'm going to burn myself. But I know it's going to be good. Oh, yeah. It's perfect. My friend, I hope you like this recipe. It's a quick one. I know you can make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And ring that bell. Thanks for watching. Okay, friends, well, I told you it was going to be easy. The beautiful thing is, remember, and don't forget, if you're doing asparagus or broccoli or any vegetables, you got to cook them first because the stir fry, they're never going to cook. So don't put raw broccoli or raw asparagus in it. They're never going to cook. The vegetables they're going to cook, and like the bell peppers and the onion and all that, those are easy. They cook really fast, all right? So I hope you enjoyed the recipe. So now, one of my favorite one of all time. You know, I say that all the time, right? You're going to say, how many favorites do you have? I have a lot of favorites. Yeah. I'm telling you. And jambalaya is one of my favorite ones. And it's really simple to make. It's simple in a way that you have to do your mise en place. Everything has to be prepared before you start. And then you'll see it's so easy. It's a one-pot deal, okay? Everything in one pot. And I'll show you the order in which to put them in. And I promise you, you're going to do this again and again and again. It's a fantastic recipe. I hope you enjoy the recipe, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, friends, another one of my favorite chicken dishes. I love making it. I call it a chicken jambalaya. Call it whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a jambalaya, and I'm going to call it that. But
I know the recipe police on YouTube is going to say that's not a typical jambalaya. Don't worry about it, whatever we call it. It's delicious, okay? Look, I wanted you to see, before I start cooking, what is that called? Mise en place. Mise en place means put in place. Have everything ready, chopped and diced and ready to go in little bowls before you start cooking. Trust me, if there's one advice you gotta follow, it's this one. Chop and dice everything in bowls before you start cooking. And one more thing you gotta remember, by the way, I have some roasted garlic olive oil. Roasted garlic olive oil. Use whatever you want. Use a good olive oil, yeah? The first thing we're gonna do, friends, and then I talk in a minute about the rest of it, is saute the onion. When the onion are cooking and getting caramelized, then I can talk a little bit more about the rest of it. And the rest of it is gonna be the chicken. The chicken. It's chicken. And remember, the onion is always number one, eh? We want to caramelize the onion before we put anything else, because if I were to put all my vegetables in it now, my tomatoes and all, do you think the onion is going to caramelize? No. And the onion going to be any good if it doesn't caramelize? No, it won't. An onion is meant to be caramelized. It's sweeter, eh? Remember what I always tell? If you go to a restaurant and the waiter says to you, on your hamburger, sir, or madame, would you like caramelized onion or raw onion? Most of you are going to say, I'll take the caramelized onion. I know I will. So in my jambalaya or my chicken dish, whatever it is that I'm doing, it's better if I take the time to caramelize them. And how do you do that? Easy. You put them on the floor, on the stove, and you wait for them to be golden brown. A little bit. They're going to have more flavor. They're going to be sweeter. And I like things that are sweeter. Friends, chicken. What do we do with the chicken? Well, no skin. No skin. The only time I keep the skin of a chicken is if I roast the chicken or if I grill the chicken. Otherwise, the skin is mostly fat. Do I want chicken fat in here? No, I do not. Years ago, you know, chicken fat was very tasty. I mean, I'm talking about like 100 years ago. I was not around. I'm old, but no, not that old. So, long time ago, chicken fat was delicious. Try chicken fat today. I don't think you're going to find it delicious, okay? Quite the contrary. You're going to find it like, ugh. So I don't put the skin. I remove the skin. I pan sear it. I create what is called the Maillard reaction. Get some caramelization of the protein on the chicken. It's Maillard. Look it up. Google it up. It'll tell you what it does on meat, on meat, on protein. You want to caramelize. Caramelization of protein gives the flavor, okay? So I sauteed a little bit in the fry pan. I did it in advance to save some time because people think I talk too much. What am I supposed to do when I'm waiting for the onion to get caramelized, right? They go, you talk too much. Well, you know what? You want some fast video, go to Tic-Tac-Talk or whatever it's called. Ding Dong TikTok, I don't know what it's called. But go in there, they got a recipe, man, like a 30-second. This is the recipe, I do it with you. You get your mise en place, we do it together. Okay, that's the idea of this, of my videos. They're not like quick, bam, bam, bam. You want a quick, thank you, ma'am, you watch TikTok, whatever it's called. Okay, me, I do it with you. I like to do it with you. That's the whole idea. I'm cooking, okay? I'm not messing around here, okay? I'm not playing around, I'm cooking. All right, so look, guys, and remember, don't ever put the onion and the garlic in the same time. Eh? Whenever you see somebody do that, put the onion and the garlic at the same time in the pan, you go to the Playboy channel immediately. Maybe you'll learn something. Shh, don't say that, I say that. All right, so look, guys, the onion, they're not translucent anymore. They're starting to get light golden brown. Okay, and I'm happy with that. I don't want them to be like dark golden brown. Just light golden brown is all I'm really looking for, right? So now I can put my peppers. And I got red peppers, I got green pepper, I got orange pepper. Put whatever pepper you want to put on there, okay? It doesn't really matter. Try to cut them the same size. Remember, friends, size matter, okay? Very important. So, yeah, I can hear you already. No, really, it's important. Why is it important to cut the same size? Because it cooks at the same speed. All right, celery. Everything cut nice. See? Very nice, very nice. And, andouille sausage. Okay? Put a smoked sausage, put an andouille sausage, put kalbasa, whatever you want to put in here, okay? A smoked sausage is delicious, okay? Andouille sausage is beautiful. You buy that at the grocery store, okay? We're going to put a little bit of tomato puree. It looks like tomato paste, but it's tomato puree. It's going to give us a nice tomato flavor. Then I got some chopped tomatoes. I'm using an Italian plum tomatoes. Then it's peeled already, eh? That's the one I use to make my marinara sauce. They're delicious. The brand of it is called La Valle tomatoes. They're wonderful. Fresh thyme. We got to use fresh herbs, eh? Fresh herbs. Fresh thyme and tarragon. Fresh tarragon. Tarragon. I don't know how you say it. Tarragon. Okay? And then we're going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. Be careful with the cayenne, okay? I say be careful, and then I don't have a spoon. You got to do very careful with a little more time, eh? There you go. Be careful with the cayenne, friends. A little bit goes a long way, okay? That's it. We don't want to put too much. Now, it's up to you. You know, the way I look at it, friends, a seasoning should be in the background, never in the foreground. Meaning, you know it's in there, but it's in the background. It's never in the foreground. A little bit of garlic. This is the garlic puree we make. I think there is a video of me on YouTube that I made like 10 years ago, how I make the puree, but just in case you don't see it, it's pale garlic, then I put in a food processor with olive oil. And I'm going to put my stock. This is pre-measured 7 cups of stock. 7 cups of stock. Then I'm going to put my rice. It's 4 cups of long grain rice. Let me make sure I don't forget nothing. All right. Now I'm going to put the chicken. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm going to put the chicken. Oh, the pot is going to be full, friends. Look at this. Wow. This is a 7-quart pot. You got to have a big pot. Have a big pot. Yeah. No, really, you do. Look, 7 quarts, and it's full. So you know what I could do with this? I could put this on it, and I can pop it in the oven. Take a long time in the oven, though. Or I can leave it like this, keep an eye on it, low heat, not too high heat, otherwise you're going to burn it, right? And low heat, and keep an eye on it, maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and this will be beautiful. The rice will cook to perfection, and that's all day. Oh, my goodness. I was going to forget the salt and pepper. You know, I do that a lot on YouTube. Because I get to eat it after, and then I realize, oh, shoot, I forgot the salt and pepper. But a lot of you are reminding me, salt, you forgot the salt. I know, it's too late. What am I going to do? You know, it is what it is. Look at this. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so now we got the cayenne. Just one more word to tell you about the spicing. Okay, it's very important, a background. Meaning, you shouldn't test it and go, oh, there's cayenne in there. Because if you can test it right away, it's too much, right? Any spice, cinnamon, cloves, not that you're going to put cinnamon and cloves in here, but I'm talking about nutmeg, cumin, especially cumin. Oh, mamma mia. If you put too much cumin on something, I don't care if you're eating chicken or fish, it tastes like cumin. Okay, background. You know, the idea is look, I forget the bay leaf. I'm talking. Only 2 or 3 bay leaves, okay? Unless you're cooking for the French army, you don't use more than 3 bay leaves. I forgot what I was going to say. All of a sudden, the bay leaves got me going. 3, 4 bay leaves right there. No, the idea about a seasoning like a cayenne or something, you don't want to recognize it right away the minute you eat it. Same thing with garlic. I think garlic should be in the background, delicate, you know, not in your face, right? Your guest should say, is this cayenne in there? You know, like kind of wondering. You can taste a little bit in the background. It's like little heat, little flavor, because cayenne is very floral. It's very fragrant. But if you put too much, you're going to go, oh, yeah, you got cayenne in there. You know what I'm saying? Way too much. All right, we're going to let this cook. We'll come back, and then I'm going to test it. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's cooked. So we come back in about 45 minutes to an hour, okay? Okay, well, 45 minutes later, all I did is I put a little bit of parsley in here, chopped parsley. Remember, friends, if you see them, remove the bay leaf so nobody chokes on them, okay? If you don't see them, warn them. Don't choke on a bay leaf, right? And look at this. All we got to do oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this, friends. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing. You see? Oh, yeah. If you could be here to smell this thing, I guarantee you, you'll be eating with me. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. You know, I am going to grab a knife. Not that I really need it, because I bet you this comes out. See, look, it comes right off. You see? Now, let's check it out. The rice is the best part. The rice and the sausage. Oh, 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 oh. It's good. My mom always told me, don't talk with your mouth full. It is amazing. I'm telling you. Oh, you got to make this. You see how easy it was? You know, the only work was the mise en place. Prepare everything, chop and dice, everything ready to go. You're going to love this. It's amazing. Make extra, because tomorrow is just as good. You may have to put a little bit of chicken stock the next day to reheat it. But it is delicious. Chicken jambalaya a la Jean-Pierre. Okay? Enjoy it. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get notification every Thursday when I put out a new video. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. We need subscribers. All right? Thank you so much.
Okay, friends, well, I hope you enjoyed my selection. Remember, friends, if you have some ideas of what you want me to do, I think I'm going to do the 5 best beef, the 5 best seafood, the 5 best pasta. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, don't forget to put the comment down there and let me know what you want to see. Thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends.